Yeah, mon come home and fast that Emma trade upon Yankopon. And I do Maraquani, that's what I see. You could now watch it day. And I now watch you can be a coffee. And one Cassana share so. Wamaya Hoden Shonko. Now I'm and that day at 2 a.m. And you probably bring a new more echo now what you every year. And so and they can't be ente at yase for assassin so. More motia simple so call hospital a hodwa. But say be bring now or omo eda uwone nkwankwanta. Now so ye de Nyankopon aye yadom. Na wama ehu ene day. Na techema da bodwem na moja edi afurusani ewemu a. Ye wo say ya ne say ye de na ase ene ntontom e ma twedi ampon Nyankopon. Anuntina mse awie kame ho ne fast da emma Nyankopon. Na de waye no edoso e fedodo. Sade me kan no yede enken sem fata ene ya hoden ene enim die binti ene nyansa ye wo binti ene ya ho ofe o nemum adomara kwa.
Okay, then 101.7.
Mon come home and fast da Emma Nyankopon. See nyina ye Dr. Abeku Agri Santana. And Rane Openyi birthday. Na ohwe baby Nyankopon edine free na odina bedua. Abrabo imu ekukru hwe ase abrabo imu empenten kwa abrabo imu abemubuo na impo etoda bi na enidaso nyina asano na Dr. Kona nima enko abana chinso a emma ohebenkum ni nifa abofu abia ni ho embrempo ana Dr. Abeku watoba ha no ohunu ho se baby amedu die e kamia ese me yapem esanse boafo eni baby a nanso oka ise Nyankopon bi wo baby ya ode enkwane home aduane mu no no ankasa ahwe no so abeduru baby awadu ya na ewo se ode nnase ema no ntiene wo hwe enwuma etwagu yi ya DJ Fletch ensa ehase a na monkan ho ne emfase da emma trade ampon se wa hwe Dr. Beku Agri Santana so no di mfie bebre aka ni mfie ho God when you say 50 on 50 years kakra okona nini anti doctor semen kanche mu se mo amunya akwenya na mo se mo bre ene madaje e kai no e we she no happy birthday esi eni keja eni aseda Bonsoir enra mo kan ho e wo London ohima krom na mo ni di ni birthday no Asesa mote enwum ya etwagu ya na ase nkwa no de mamo nti mo fa ntwa mo na ase wate Antioch FM Drive Team headed by Dr. Beku Agri Santana and lead producer Godwin and DJ Fletch. And on behalf of DJ Mauli and DJ Youngboy and my own personal behalf, Medamunina say Bene mamin tu for kakra said in Yankopon asem abreo Mama fe futu we man fatu kuto dream now ko nyuma su fa bobrawate say all our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them. Yeda so ni nyina ebetimi abam na ebetimi abam a na chese ewosi enya akukuduro ya ebetimi ede aye ntene mami ntu funa min show crying na min control say and swadi hunu a odi adua woni so no ye ohia ne akukuduro a ode beye Timisro pa kukudro nefa bata eniswadi hunu a odi asi wani so no ho nefa ye kwate ebetimi aboawo ama bibia opeso ye bia watimi aye
Jesus
But on the bright side of life, and you are be AD on my birthday. And I'm for Kunya, we na me wish you a happy birthday. A happy birthday to my dearest husband and best friend, Richard Boedi Asante of Hallway Group Consult and the Church of Pentecost, Trebois Central Assembly. And a happy birthday to you, our dear friend, brother and husband, Richard Boedi Asante of the Hallway Group Consult and the Church of Pentecost, Trebois Central Assembly. Richard Oye Joycelyn, Nana Abrokwa, and then Kolana Charity, Nanado, Ohima, and Wawofo. I must say and wish you a happy birthday. And to Richard, baby, I'll be on my own behalf. You know, you're Joycelyn. I wish you a happy birthday. And to me, show baby, I'll be on your coupon car, who don't tell any munchero. I'm free, Adumu, and Quadumu. You'll be our mount, San Kawate. And I can present Udrufia Joycelyn, or my be special. And now, so the condition. But Joycelyn, I trust you. I know you can do something. And to me, sure, Udrufia. I'll cry to you, me then pon coffee, then upon water. And Richard, a happy birthday to you. Enjoy the day to the fullest. But my main found more mind gun and say why. And then your man SCC Ewaha. Samunina Beka Sofo Elisha Salifu Amwakon. On a year and then a house help. Munim send a bad boy, a car, echo ball, a year, a car bimu. Zara Hussein is your East Legon. And I'm Peseme Kanamakai, I will for a yaw. Timunina Mokai, Asama, and the bar a dear. I may need call to crash and the bano yam fan and cotum a year if fiasse. A year the juvenile prison. Now, Assembly and Dimwe. The son said, a yet ne mammy and then a papano. A banquet do before a boko duno. The Omo Eka home. And they abances are a buyer. Abances are. And they abances and buy now buying quad do for oil in new mano. And they already copy more calls say what drop charges in Nina. And to Sofo Salifu Amwako on a year and then a house help on Omonfa Omohu Enkodi. Now, so a bank called for a drop charges in a way, and a police for SRSO or Mumubium. Say a seminal when you call do for a person or day a ball more. Jenny make and Sofo Salifu Amwako on a year and a house helper, a more a bamu, a one semi muno. Police for Asa Ache or Mubium.
One, let's go.
But when you're money papa na your friend no
Everybody, everybody. For you are good and your mercy is forever. For you are good.
papa na your friend Musa Dankwa no se mo be kai se abra ye beto aba no papa yi no ye service bebre na service ni bi o ho na enkoma aban no enti na omuse ne service no enya de se papa Musa Dankwa ye penya oda Global Info Analytics ano na Global Info Analytics no ye adwumaku a omoye research ana so omoye nhwehwemu enti election no mo bo adwuma pa papa etimi ye research no de ho nsunso aba na political parties obi aso ne nai na obi nso aso ne nsa na obi atwe ne srene abasa obi a kan de ye ne de na papa ne research na dodo na ekoma NDC for no esan se no kire se NDC aba ye betu yi the research awa ye kire se NDC bedin kunim nanso na MPP amonyo kono no mo nte ase na MPP amonyoko no omonte ase ti omo se papa no research no enheda nkwa ni mu papa na so ene ko wi ase no na yekoto aba no na MPP amonyoko no edi nkugu ama NDC edi nkunim na papa wasa research for wasa research for and check menini bedin komo na mabisa ne say research emu odupa o Mamento research no kakra enchire o chire mu se ene edo a Ghana for Elma MPP amonyuku no ye to aba no wie eso ate enti enchemini ni bedin komo na mabisa ne se Ghana fa na nyina anase enkran anase kumase baby anase western region anase savannah region na NDC amonyoko no nso eto abawie ye omo ho etesen
There's nobody like Jesus. Nobody.
odo Ghana for omo no yeto abawie ye eno nso ekosoro anase eba form ni ora Musa Dankwa betwetwe nkomo na mabisa ne mu yie Mekana mini ora Musa Dankwa betwetwe nkomo na ne survey for flower ye no mabisa ne ho asem ora Musa Dankwa wa homa no so nti we de ma me mboni tel ora Musa Dankwa me mawo aha
Mejimoso
na apom ye de
adum
ora Musa Dankwa ye pani kwantrefo a oda info and global info analytics ano se dem di kan editu dwano sa adwumakuo yi omoye nhwehwemu enkanka abato se yebeto aba omo eye nhwehwemu ehu bebi agana fo na sabi omadwene ekere omo ne bebi ombeto omaba no afa se mobeka ya 2024 aba ye tu ye omo ye nhwehwemu pa ekame se na wotwe mienu anase busumi bia na omo de nhwehwemu ebeto abonten ema Ghana yedi hu abobo ka ho asem ama political parties no se de na omo nyuma sitie na se de omo si ye omo nyoma no omatimi ayen sakrae se de be abato no ebetimi akonkan ama omo na owura ye Musa Dankwa ya oda Global Info Analytics ano wasan aye research foforo eno ho nkomo na menini bedi owura Musa mahu se why survey foforo ya o kase eye MPP amonyuku no se eye nei na Ghana for ewo odo ema omo a eso ate na mpacho mbisa o ede ne komu anase ede ne ma wo eye se obeye sa survey
You made that. Simply we don't have a particular reason of doing a survey, but they just say a person for whom they also or my among for doing parties now or more kumuhano or modern body saying and other more holding saying wine a popular among the and now me I was to say no saying a kind of folk like what is saying and Ghana part on the year of and Mohatinemo Akuyi and I Ekuyi and I Nkuyi and the way and never but we here Asia was normally 3 months there in January, April, July and October but we know especially in the time before the April 1 we do come in April.
Oh, okay. Let's say we know the muye ye to abai we.
Oh, to abai we start somewhere around the January and into this period no. You call all the 16 regions into the amount of no and no and that
na chese enye enkran heya anase greater Accra nkwana mutuna ye research no all the 16 regions across the country jo na wadaroma ubetimi abiem kakra amame
you oshwe report na yedi by yehwe checking aspect the number be o why my any call ya just to focus on few things.
Okay.
Yeah, na edika quadri efa bibia mining things map o share post I for my muha several times before the election start. Na ni pa one wa we maybe on my wrong that. But ne ibisa omono.
Okay.
You want to say yeah, right? It will share up 74% of Ghana. That's what the BBN fine papa right direct. And 60% is wrong direct. 10% only weekend. So compare to last November there. Now 29% say and 63 is wrong direct. So between November and right that I read from 29 to 74%.
Na chese se ye hwe eye ohamu ebupen a enipa eduoso enan 74% ena e kire se bebia oman yesi no eye kwan paso ena yesi
Sanity.
Na odi Mr. Fami ko echi kakra na o chemu se ye de toto eye afrase anase abra na eye MPP amonyoko no ewo edwaso a eno ohamu ebupen no na etisen
That so ohamu 29%. As you know,
29%.
29%. And I'm saying maybe or my yeah. And the move the assignment Yes, and I have simple
63.
63.
Do you see me?
The day and I'm not.
Okay. Okay. Na me pacho NDC abonyoko no omoba abem me sure say omodi eye awosumi mienu anase me ensakra. Enti edien na amanfo amuni omukasa no omuhu ye se bebia aban no enam ene no bebia eye anase kwantene no so no nam no.
I don't push between Mama or Fruit there. We might be greedy and the terms of economy. But over ministers, I'm not for confidence. What is limited a point? I bet say how I be a better I make a term on a higher on basic. I know when I'm on bay of no PP. I think a way near my influence amount for our baby and Namano Papa because I'm Robert Fadley preform and if you almost say be out on my penny a year. And I said, leadership could be the reason why I'm change the way they see the direction of the country.
Okay. Na mpacho Abraham ne amanfo nso edi nkomo no omo ka kire mo ade a eye NPP amonyoko no omo ye ya na enye ya nka omo susu se bia aban we enso ehwe a na oye bia ebetimi aha no.
There be this survey no yan share that area not at this moment.
Okay, but omo didi a omo wo John Mahama mu president his excellency ene na soafo a wa paw omo ne nneoma odi egu akwam no omo odidie se bebi akwan onam so no kwan tenene a ebetimi aboa ama Ghana yetimi atumpon.
And sana you because in fact you do what enyam fancy about approval of his ministers or appointees. Almost over 80% almost approve if our way say so that stems from the fact that they have sense in what he's doing.
Okay. Na pacho we de mam bisa kakra impempi Owura Musa Dankwa researcher aya na manfo kire se Owura Musa Dankwa de sebi yenim baby and research ekeka ko pacho aya san yo man how
there be hand of I mean they high they can't they are one dia any media high.
Na me pacho sa report here abayi mo ya hoboa ade a mo ye no this period and I say mo ya hoboa say emre konani a mo sa be bi aka ho.
The official one different the parking pool no you be in April.
Okay.
And S90 internet we know you find a special one because any regular police cycle. Your regular police cycle no first one April and you find national poll because questions do not be beside that poll no more. You will be that question at 2028 election.
Owura Musa Dankwa me share o executive summary o poll researcher why anymore mami kind baby entry or see the region with the highest proportion of voters who believe Ghana is headed in the right direction is the Savannah region with 92%, whilst the Ashanti and Eastern with the lowest with 59%. Coincidentally, John Dramani Mahama lost Ashanti and Eastern regions to his main challenger, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, in the 2024 elections. Now, Pacho, I say no, not all Patre saying.
No, let me start say all the regions no. Number two na was so a change and it's and many young because the Mahama in those regions. We don't expect higher approval rating for him. But nevertheless, he is still approved by majority of people in Ashanti and Eastern.
Now, Mpacho say, "Esa Obinsu and Kase Ora John Mahama and was say Owonipa omo penasem e was Savannah region e o my native and a hono enutina mo mokasa Ashanti region said wa udi kan expected say a hono enya de say onya amadodo no nti ene de omokasa akra and sheda en hardwin but baby a onya dodo no eye oman etifi hono amanfo nkasa esan say ofri ho enti ena omo ewo enidaso anase gidie wo no mu say nioma oye no e de oman no enam kwan paso.
I think they may be right to say ofri ho no man on the high, because they will always be biased against for one of their own. But overall, I think regardless, you will still have done better. But ofri ho no kwa there ourselves and also can be there, so it shouldn't be surprising say or high.
Okay, ora musa mami bisa madrin asako research party affiliations no so enu na mehu se msa nipa bebre na ka se amanfo do a omowoma MPP amonyoku no enei eso ate na mpacho wo obetimi ache mu kakra den na man e ba sa
no ye could be a bisa party bank na odom asa wo atu aba last year November no almost openly about 10%.
Okay,
and then almost MP openly 21%. That's what now ND na 8% I feel in the 50s almost free MPP because NDC almost now almost party angels no from almost free on NDC. So who said NDC has improved their base, whereas MPP has lost base. But we early days, maybe among Valentino, people are trying to shy away from being MPP. As to how long this will continue, we can't tell. Okay. We will also see how these numbers are changing.
Okay. Enti said okay in a way early days yet. Enti muyamu April there na ena mbe say still Ghana for ejina baby omugina anasa omonya adwin sacha. Okay. Karim, I mean bisa minyamba so there minu be din common special but wetie ora Musa Dankwa Mr. Wo asem bisa bi apese obisa minim say wonya ne research ni bi ehu.
Manya menzaka research no.
Okay.
Mehu.
Okay.
And I mean obisa media I think that ne amanfo kano ne Musa Dankwa report.
Okay.
The engine this obekwa akotena baby aye armchair research bia e dey abetudwa. In fact o share coming up to they just ended election and the predictions on my nyina ebemu so say we're building the credibility to that point now as all the research ba yebesomu na ejedi and the need I can't say research and say so we have an idea as to what is happening within a environment I find there said the so say ye bibi efa ho a na ya afa ho you know say o say yes so ye to your boss na you know ye jani ma senate ya na ye jani sa so I think that a very wake up call to ye nyina those in the MPP who are seeing how our party near declining and then perhaps the NDC or the government of the day to keep on doing the good things that are you know so I think that it's okay we're following keenly and as it stands now his credibility is untainted and you know we will take it as it is.
Okay. Ora Musa Dankwa, Karim, thank you very much. But mami bi so Ora Musa Dankwa a very last question. Pacho oni amanfo edin common omo kire mo ade a amanyoko enkanka MPP omo ya ebetimi ama omo do a omo party no say why would kanka early days yet but omo ka bibi kire say amanyoko no ye ana bi a ebetimi aboa ama yasan abedon.
There be a whole young for all this time around.
Okay.
And I don't want to speculate. Say we see and now we and about now I say the one I work our dream. My being so is different from public opinion.
Okay. Ramusa Dankwa you better say but final words me who say why your research be brave and can say them di kan edit to dwano ye beto aba o your research ahodo ema omo mbesum esum omo a no muni gidie wo mu so e ka de ombeka What's the research for about Bontin? Ya uchire mu se April o the final one ebeba na amanyoko for no ehu omo bobre ewo amanyosem mu. Ensema odi twato anything.
No, the America actually a month for the say whether NDC or MPP or whatever party you come from. You're in your research. You're a global standard. We are not bad. In Tisabao, they should have open-minded, open to review and ask.
Oh, okay. Ramusa don't go ever say.
Okay.
Musa Dankwani ene etwetwe nkomo no. Ora Musa Dankwa epani kwantre for oda global info analytics ano. Obeka ya papa yi ena bra ye beto aba no. Na oye research ahodo bebre. But in the studio with me this afternoon, Iraq Adams Karim, a youth activist, and then political analyst. And Mwamuti Ekwanso Dwoodwoo, no, someone in Pape Dada. Sanse Danny Denina, on a Dr. Abiku Agri Santana, and Tenase Emomu Bobo and Sem home. We can't de fa Yamonyo Sem at home. And Tiane Mini Iraq Karim Ever Chuchin Komo. Bisano de echo, but Munira Munim Dara say, Ghana Yankane Sana Hene, Nasa Yankane photo sound for Eura Ken Ofori Ata. There's a special prosecutor. And they call a office of the special prosecutor, Omu official website. I'm the papa at what no matter wanted only 3 so. Let's say the papa at a infidium cherese bibia obia behunu obia se afane nyina no. Ombebo oman Ghana amanie. Se omohu ora kanofrata ewa hase. Na yen soma a police for no mon kofa papa. But Mami Kora Karim Sunami Bisane say, I say, Minya sure say, Asema and any da edikaya orte, Isan say, na what we train me and a bobo by a office of the special prosecutor, a yera kisi ejabing a friend central for in Shiamu and or de in some etuja. Karim, Abrautin send me saying Nana Usum Efa, and I say now so fire.
Mr. Media. Maminya renewed confidence in the governance of Oman Ghana. Because I feel be about him na mrebia political party be about na eja say emfa say politician be engaging in any corrupt activity na yebu yeni egusu anana yakata so. But I think that this time Ebeka said there's a new sheriff in town and the Ghanaian people are expecting a certain level of accountability. And he said, if the special prosecutor, Etwan among, like I said, the former finance minister, the Ken of Foriata, you've superintendent over a number of, alleged or perceived corrupt activities. Just come and answer questions. I think that is in the right direction. and kwanya was say omano yet to me the faso, and I don't think say former finance minister Kwana was say your friend and I investigating. There are so many things that are still up for investigation, but for me I think that is a step in the right direction, just to give people the notion that you cannot engage in anything corrupt and think that you're going to walk away from it, because we share the amount of money Fibia will lose as a result of corruption in this country. And you look at the things, the basic necessities of this country, you just realize that a great to the service. Yeah. And so if based on special prosecutor and investigations and any information are collected, he deems that the former finance minister Mbra now answer questions that, I think that is in the right direction, and it would give us some sort of confidence that people can be held accountable in this country, irrespective of who they are or what offices that they have occupied before in the past. And so for me, it's news that I welcomed, and I'm hoping that we will see many more of these coming up, not just with former appointees, but even people who are appointed in this government.
But Karim, Obin Subebisa say Iraq Kisieja being on any office special prosecutor who adwuma omaye ebine Sicilia Dapa the case by ekowi ase ekopiem kra yoku ema yoku nso ebeka so mo nso aye nhwehwemu ama omo ehu hwe na obi bisa say ene eba ne sen.
Okay, so you see we are see the woman no kra woman there say ka special prosecutor office no enye Kisieja be the first person out na sa office so obeka ya ye di kanti office no ye de yewura Martinamidu ene de no kwatena sa office ho na Martinamidu kwatena ho no abra o resign no kan sem bebre nsem pi
ba o se Martinamidu de no ono kra de ne how ya odi efiri ho no o purchase sika ma
maybe Sikamba was one of the factors.
Okay,
Sikamba was one of the factors. Also, Osaka in terms of government interference, in his work, to the extent that Olebo, the president at the time, the mother serpent of corruption. Not just say ban corruption, munina header, the president at the time. Fast forward, Ira Martinamidu resign here, Ira Kisieja being Ebeje. Now you'd understand that until an enabling environment is created for that whoever is in that office to operate, Nipanin to me operate. And so we can be rest assured, or we can conclude that Kisieja being anya room to operate as at that time. Obviously, as a result of all of these interferences that we talked about, even to some extent, I'm not quite complaining. I'm maybe we can't say no, or Ankwanuma. No, you go to
oh, come meba
no. But clearly, you can tell that there's a new sheriff in town, and His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and the NDC government have given Ghanaians the assurances that they would go after anybody who is found liable or anybody who is engaged in any corrupt activity. And so, Ukraine special prosecutor, a more confidence, and also the president and the special prosecutor Omabo Wechiri. We don't know what's happened behind the scenes, but to see that renewed confidence, in fact, and not just on another report from special prosecutor office, I actually say you are raining about 6 different people, I able prosecute because they were taking salaries that they should not have been taking because they had left their post. So realize that so many other things are popping up. So you never know. Ebi anasisi dapa issue no cry as I revisit it.
But obi baby say nka oman Ghana ya dream say ye pese fight corruption because afibia ohwesika ye hwere efa eye kitasese ene pore ho na ohwesika ye kwama no ne ekobom besia emu euro bonds ni sika ekoje ede be ye oman yiye a nanka oman Ghana ni say ye tukwan kra say ekobo besia.
Absolutely.
Nanka I was say office of the special prosecutor ye bi nka say otimi enya kwan ede ye na adwuma. But so no ankasa entimi nye na adwuma na say the work no office interference we aban ne amonyoko no hyehyɛ na se a then na kyerɛ sɛ nei aban abai obetimi ama no ho kwan sɛ onye na adwuma because enye MPP aban atwam nko ana ohwe omo aye adwuma impo aban abai omo nso ministers sebi obi de ne nsa kwakeka aban sika na yo say special prosecutor ekodi na chi a then na kyerɛ sɛ enei obetimi anya ho aye na adwuma
em say aban we bae be onya 2 months here. Say by last week cry onya say 1 month and 30 days. So for me, I think sir, it's still early days yet. Yen to mean judge the end from now. But so far near hunu, actually say there's some level of confidence. I actually say, you know, the whip would be cracked even when it comes to appointees of this government. But as I said, no early days yet. Until yamma America krankwem. Na yen here the way appointees of this government no be behavior myself. Any the way a special prosecutor bebem. But if not for anything, no, Obejia to mu say, yemu be ever since you know, the only president we have seen to have, you know, prosecuted appointees of his government, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Yehu bu Akufo mreso. Yehu bu Akufo-Addo mreso. But if not for anything, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama mreso, we're prosecuting for the own appointees. Them.
Yeah.
Right? So we have seen that. So if not for anything, no, that example is there to show. Until Enebema is our confidence say, oh, should an appointee of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama's government find themselves in hot waters, I don't think that they will be above the law.
Okay.
The law will take its course. But as I said, no early days yet. So let's see how it pans out.
This song is specially dedicated to Special Prosecutor Rakisi Ejabin. And we proper. Rakisi Ejabin Abrana MPP Ewo Akudwamuno. Papa ede numi ebe press conference. Eka se wonsu. Na papa peso ye na dwuma. Na oye nhwehwemu na Ghana for timi hu se papa obo adwuma. Baby a papa be fabia na eye aban esi peg wo ho ntina mani ntimi nye na adwuma yie tida ko papa yi hwe adin no friends central phone share mu no count nyoma ha no oh se on de nye ono awo onye adwuma na na nkobe ye nanso baby aduru ide Ode ne kra be ba for ye ankwanoma. Oye di obetimi owi an okọ. But Karim Mami bisa said the udi kan editu dwano there's a new sheriff in town.
Yeah.
But amanfo bisa say Ebeka ya you're a special prosecutor.
Yeah.
Na amanfo keka say papa oba yi wa make demands be say ope a bit say bulletproof car. Na what name opewe nensa entimi anka enti ase ade a oye ukura no ase bruni be say vengeance and upon out on Europe Kenoforiata.
The question I was say be say who say accusations are level against Europe former finance minister Kenoforiata no. Is there any iota of truth in them? Now as it stands now, we will not be able to, you know, ascertain the veracity of Nsemno until say Europe Kenoforiata be yano. Into where you tune son afro say then, bra. Maybe yan because Mrani are very clear. You are innocent until proven guilty. So we haven't said you are guilty. All special prosecutor says that there are these 5 or 6 issues. SML, you know, taking money from a GRA tax refund account, National Cathedral, you know, and a plethora of other issues. So these are the issues we are investigating. And baby Edruno, because you were directly involved. That's what special prosecutor is saying.
Yes, but so Mamimbra ewa hase among for being so kase Papa yebeto abe yeto abe wie otro krata koma chief of staff.
Okay.
Then and then now say sebi no ho dodo no kakra opeso okoje ayarishe any ayarisa.
Okay.
Enti sabre no special prosecutor no wenya ne ntie se papa yi ofri oman mu ha ko.
Well,
and abra yeto abe wie na opa kire se sa ne oma waka nyina na onim ya wentimi anhwe papa ya to abra papa free oman mu ha eko na obehwe ne kira kwan.
Well, I know I mean to check what conversations we had beyond the scenes, as in whether the former finance minister or Sankrata chief of staff then any chief of staff now no maybe as a copy special prosecutor and now one copy no I can't tell, but at least what we know is say a special prosecutor Chokrata ma or Kenoforiata and a Kenoforiata lawyers responded to special prosecutor. And as prosecutor say, well, and yamu lawyers, and I make sure feedback after mo. Me sure ni pananka sama na eden ababe yano. Intin baby o shebiano onya den. Omra no meyano. Into her the series of letters are I'm sure they're in the public domain.
Yes, by big Kwame or respondee say or the doctor throw abre special prosecutor.
Yes. Until by special prosecutor is the sister still bra. Never then. Never yano. And I'm at this uncle say, oh, but I mean let's be concerned. He's ill. For him to see him. Okay, say mra yebe tu ileviaba. Na MPB yare. Yeah, the ambulance. And then. Kofa by so mbe tu ileviaba no. So adentina. Yen to me fa the former finance minister. Emma ni me ya.
But ebin su bisa se oye Ghana ye former finance minister. Yeah, te se one imrofo eni enyumeku ahodo a agidi wo wiase eni aman hodo edi eye enkita ho. Na ye pena ekwa ye de ne faso ye declare wanted, ye declare fugitive. Ade a ebebo oman.
Well, until recently, na me no kura him say special prosecutor Churokrata come and anyesa. And right?
Yeah.
So I'm sure say special prosecutor obviously would have wanted to play it like that. Or the need be mano or the bube mano. I mean, you say ukra would take cross to be sure police station because of the fact that you're a journalist, you know. Yambe any did Yabeba quietly or near throw phone so near invite you so as you may see the same way about you and him into Ayabra. Na yanka wasem. Yes, sir. Now I call. Ebe ayo wadwin so pese ye buga de karfia. Na fe mrana chiro say the laws exist and nobody is above them. So I'm sure that's probably what happened. Because we didn't even know say special prosecutor throw these number of letters. I'm a back and forth to cry then. So I'm sure if they had, continued on that quiet tangent and he complied, we would not have gotten to this point. So as for that one, we can't blame the special prosecutor for that. But I say nobody is above the laws of the Republic of Ghana. Nobody is above the laws of the Republic of Ghana. And you say, the former finance minister, he's still not guilty as it stands now. But if there's cause to believe that he has to come back and answer certain questions, I don't think he's above the law. Imagine so, last time we called Parliament, a MP car windscreen near within 24 hours. And they are already in court. Ejelino. Mobinko ya bayere sesi ane hadia. Ya betchini sesi ad na ko police station.
The patch se Ghana ya marano ADB NDB.
I mean, it's clear that our laws are very unfair. It's very clear, it's obvious that the laws are very unfair because on several occasions, one hour tina air condition moody suit any penny we sikano. I debe chine ejo mo muko. But mobi mfa kwa hu sesi anu nko wi abayire.
But say unyina minu ye be kai say you are too isen. Besi na order so them.
That's what I'm saying. So there are some people who will make examples of, but there are so many people that we have left off the hook because of the kind of offices they have held or offices they hold. To the extent Robert said MPC Kase, they the political class have got to protect themselves. And I ask myself, what do you mean by that? Who made you the political class? Who put you there in the first place? Who voted for you? Who pays the taxes that pay you? Right? So if you want to create, some sort of classism in Ghana now, that you should protect yourself so much to the extent that even if you commit crimes and you are found liable, we should watch you protect yourself because you are the political class. Then what kind of country are we building? So I think that we have gotten to the point where the Ghanaian citizens have become very conscious and are closely watching and monitoring all of these things that are happening. And if not for anything, the politicians should be taking cue from election way results. One kind of result in our sway, yeah. And so people are watching now on social media, even in the remotest parts of our country. I'm for sure. All that is happening, and they are taking cue. So you can't say that political class should protect themselves. What if we decide that we are not in the political class, we too want to protect ourselves? What would happen in the country?
But some have suggested say office of the special prosecutor in Kayinguno, because duplication of functions, your office of the attorney general, your aban code for a lawyer for aban etu omuka, also moye sejuman in Kayingu office of the special prosecutor, not yempe prosecutors, attorney general asweye, nanka ejuma office of the special prosecutor no yemo mo sa tumi no mo fanye sa adwuma no sa yo no eno so betimi aboa ama sika da ye kukuru ko sa of asoye ho no ye betimi e de ayebibi foforo na ye de eno so aboa attorney general office oni omo sa ni pafo no ya adwen
many omo ya adwen many omo so nya adwen.
Okay.
Many omo ya adwen because of course the office of attorney general that was originally supposed to be role omo ye den play. But at the contrary, say, you see, the attorney general is a government appointee. He's appointed by the government of the day.
But so, office of the special prosecutor,
it's an independent body.
But
it's an independent body.
But the head,
and there are processes that you typically go through to decide on a special prosecutor. Granted that yes, it's still appointed by the government at the end of the day, but it's an independent person who stays. Government, banner government, kokra. Special prosecutor that's here then. That's for on the term year 7 years. Attorney General Biano, it will shuffle anytime. Right? So if you create such an independent body, then let's have it perform its role. But if we had the case where the Attorney General and Minister of Justice was not a political appointee and was an independent individual, or it was an independent office created, I was a prosecutor under his purview, then fair enough, I would have agreed with them on that tangent. Because see, what we have failed to do as a country is that we are not really fighting hard to nip corruption in the bud. And that has been our problem. So we are always being very reactionary, right? We always, instead of being proactive. Corruption, no, it doesn't start from a politician office. How are we even checking it at the civil service level? How are we checking it at the level of a registrar? A buying company and a ministry. So those are the levels at which we've got to check it. So if we are not checking it at those levels, and we always want to, push it to the top and blame the politician or blame the so-called political class all the time, these are some of the things that we have. Imagine a politician, in the time, limited, about within 4 years, or by appointment that within 4 years ago. But as a civil servant who has stayed in that space, who understands the space way more than everybody. And they are mostly responsible for a lot of these corruption or these corrupt activities. And then if you ask me, we need to check it from that level. So if you have an independent auditor general who is not appointed by, if you have an independent attorney general, who is not appointed by the government and who is subject to, governments can, the president can come and say, this is what we are pursuing, this we are not pursuing, this is what we are doing, this one we are not doing. But the special prosecutor is independent, performing his role. If the Attorney General's office was the same, then fair enough, we won't need an office of special prosecutor. But since we have not been able to empower our Attorney General to that extent, and since we've not been able to make it an independent body, these are some of the things you would get. So, I would agree with them and I would disagree with them.
Me a quick question be maybe on the fight against corruption. Okay, the man bisa Akran is a journalist. Say, but it's been 2 weeks now, and I say 1 week or 2 weeks, yes. And you who say a year police and a soldier for any national security about 12 containers. A war in some Sapima baby. Yeah, befa ko e besine. Ye nten ho hwe. Minim se what bibia fa ho a. Yes, so in our fight against corruption. Do you think say our leaders are not serving us right? Because say enka say adwin say be tukita say ne proyase enka me sure say DC the atia ne say alaji bidia besi na ye hu say alaji ne ya che no ya invite no for questioning container no be akopie sika no kra hwan gold hwan dia ye nyante ye hu bibia nioma no mpo ewo asad now. So do you think, say, our leaders really want to fight corruption?
I think that we, even the citizens, are not willing and ready to fight corruption. And that is why we find ourselves in this mess. Because how many of us even demand accountability? Right? How many of us? A lot of us don't care what happens. We are so aligned to our political parties so much that it's more about the interests of the political party than the interests of the country. And that is a problem that we find ourselves in. And we have also become so much used to the corrupt system that, if it works for you, it's by the grace of God. If it's working for somebody else, then it is corruption. So some mindsets in the so even we, the people ourselves, are not ready to fight it. Because if we were ready to fight it, then the leaders would do the right thing. Right? And Governor said, the leadership of a country is a representation of the people of the country. So whatever it is that we are seeing at the top, it's a pictorial representation of who we are as a people. That has always been my philosophy. That if we were ready as a people to fight corruption, we would fight it, and the leaders would have no option but to play by the book. Right? But if we, the people ourselves, keep quiet and want to continue benefiting from corruption, this is what will happen.
But Mami Bisa, oral, so Eddie Omode about himself presented about 120 something page report. Eddie Akoma president. I'm a president. I instructed Attorney General say on share non say Indi Hu Juma. Mpempi na manfo bebre kase oral Juma Omudi witch hunt exercise. What am I doing?
I don't agree that it is a witch hunting exercise. Obeka say oral yeah forming oral we were made to believe that it was a fact gathering body. They were just supposed to receive complaints and receive reports and put the reports together. Intinya say oral committee members nankasa na sorry nam ho compile o mankasa mo reports. No, they invited the general public to present their reports, and I'll just go through the number one. I don't know, so onya omo information now, but let me quickly go through an infographic that I have on oral here, just so we all have a fair idea that they didn't just sit down and create their own thing. So one, oral dashboard. Osha omo receiving 924 emails, 1,493 calls, a total of 2,417 complaints. 44 petitions were received directly by members, and 59 cases reviewed prior to oral. So in total, there are 230 total number of cases subjected to detailed review as at 9th of February 2025. But the total number of complaints, 2,417. Inti minyin di se Samuel Kudjo Blakwa, ana Martin Pebu, ana Dumelovo, ana Raymond Archer. Betumi atenase accurate your mwankasa almost 2,417 complaints. So obviously people reached out with information. People who had information of alleged corrupt activities and they reach out. This information we may. As it stands now, you and I, you need the exact issues are oral for reporting the exact complaints that make up these 2,417. Ebi akurana NDC funds room. Ebi ana CPP funds room. Ebi ana NPP funds. So we cannot conclude that it's a witch hunting mechanism. I think that is a system that has been put in place for people to share whatever information they have in relation to corrupt activities. So see, I know it's in the hands of the Attorney General to decide on the fate of all of these reports that they have received. And so we are looking forward to it, and let's see what the future holds. It's still early days yet, so we can't conclude.
Yes,
that is a witch hunting exercise.
Yeah, but okay, Mamimbra cases, said let me start with the famous one.
Okay.
The National Cathedral, 58 million.
Yes.
Dollars. Yeah, basically you ejuma oma shedai. But only penny for that National Cathedral, no. Ekasa, omutimima breakdown. Ade omudis kanu. Do you think we expended money wisely on that project?
We did not. Who spends $58 million on a pit? Who does? 58 million on a pit. Who does? So they should come and answer. They should come and answer questions. They should come and answer questions. It's as simple as that. If they indeed have all the facts and all the details, Attorney General Freomwa, they should go and answer the questions that ought to be answered. Because who spends 58 million on a pit. On a pit. Your judges said that you bubu ye. Buying properties be you bubu ye. 58 million. Who spends that on a pit? So if they have justification, of course, that's why I say that everybody is innocent until proven guilty. And so when you're called to come and answer questions, then you come and give the necessary explanations. But you and I would also remember that we're told clearly in this country that we're not going to use state resources to construct the National Cathedral. So why did we end up using state resources for it? So if they have the facts and the figures, so as I said, the documents in Attorney General. So once Attorney General starts his work and he deems it necessary to invite them to come and explain, then they can go and explain. There and then would we say, okay, there was justification. I mean, of course, you could as well spend those amounts of money, as you're saying, on the National Cathedral truly. But the question is that, was it essential? What was the justification for that expenditure? And why don't we have a cathedral as it stands now, when we've already expended 58 million on it? So they should come and answer.
Karim, we are youth activists. Meaning say Abrana MPP Amanyoko ni Ewusu for the love you have for your country. You guys spoke. I mean, your voices were heard all over about about Aban Efaso Edi Omaini Sika na se Sikano Odiye Nyomebia ense emfata. Especially with this National Cathedral project Ayakan Wasemi. Ora laba munyina bra na ora okuje to ebo adwuma na mo bona baso na all the documents bam abranti ya de pa aban bae wa commission omo ye adwuma de omo report akoma aban. How will you feel say aban be di 4 years ewie na 58 million yentimi anjimu 1 million kra free anase nipa omo enam omo nsaso said o kan ye too petty. How will you feel?
I'll be very disappointed. Extremely disappointed. And so with so many other Ghanaian youth. Because a lot of us are very optimistic about, the future of oral and the potential oral has and what oral can do. And so we'll be extremely...
But oral has done its job.
That's what I'm saying.
Or they are buying.
Yes.
At this point, oral is done.
You see, when you have an interest in something, you make sure that it works. Yeah. Right? It's the same way when you decide to fund a political party, okay, to go into an election, you do whatever it is that you can possibly do to ensure the political party wins. And yes, sir. So it's the same way that if Oral they've done all the data collection, they've reviewed the cases, and they have decided that these are cases that are ripe for investigation. So much you hand over a mouth. I think that it would also be incumbent on Oral to ensure that there's consistent follow-ups to see how far it is going. But at the end of the day, what we need to understand and what this government has to understand is that a lot of people are very hopeful, about their prospects, and they hold them to high standards. And so if at the end of the 4 years we're unable to see any major prosecutions or any major, refunds back to the states, people will be very disappointed. I'm telling you, people will be extremely disappointed. Okay, and it would amaze you to know some people tell that, look, I don't care how much money this government puts in my pocket. I just want to see that they have retrieved monies from people who have stolen money.
Mami Bissau said okay pit what in your view what do you think government can do with that project?
If you ask me, I don't think we need a national cathedral. There are a lot of things we can use that space for. One, if I was president, I would turn that place into some sort of digital center. It could be the hub of innovation in our country. It's the center of town. It's in Accra. It's in the central business district, right? Turn it into a center of innovation. Put it up. Bring all the big IT corporations to come and occupy offices in there. Let's create spaces for young, Ghanaian startups to start incubators there. Let's start a business. It's more like an advanced version of the Accra Digital Center. Let's put it there. It could be a West African, a digital center. Let's set up data centers there. It could be an innovation hub. Just put it our own Silicon Valley.
Yes,
sort of.
That Hokran and Kabiba.
Yes.
American government was intentional. About creating opportunities for young guys who have the brains to create, especially the tech guys. And Emuna Elon Musk, Mufriaba, Emuna and Penfobi Bria,
absolutely.
Oko US, Omo Dijuma, and that's your feeling.
That's what I'm thinking. Yes, let's turn it
like
into
that.
our own Silicon Valley. It should be something we should, and we don't need state resources to put that up.
How are we going
We
to
don't. We don't need state resources.
How
All we need is for the state to agree that they are willing to give out that land, and trust me, private investors would put it up. Private investors would build it from scratch, and turn it into an innovation hub. And imagine the number of Ghanaian businesses that can come out of such a place. Just think about it. Just think about it and look at the potential that exists with that space. The number of coders you can train, the number of data scientists you can train, the number of cybersecurity experts you can train, the number of businesses you can incubate in that space, and just look at the potential it would have on the country generally. And we have to be intentional about it. And there's huge potential. The government just has to see that picture. And as I said, we don't need state resources to build it. The state just has to commit that, look, I'm willing to give you the space. This is the time frame. What can you do?
Okay.
And private investors would put it up. And me, I'm willing to spearhead that process.
Okay, that's nice. I never say share a year scandals no be enum, but for lack of time.
Yeah.
Yen share munu mamifa we enka ho say bre wom na ebetimi a third one 108 million ambulance scandal. And yeah, no kwa 2.8 million Sputnik V vaccines. 21.3 billion COVID expenditure. 130 million Frontiers COVID testing scandal. Any airport. 200 and okay, no, any a Bank of Ghana. Omain bia betimi etumpon a omain no healthcare system.
Yeah.
Dia etimi eboa. Esan say nei ebiane say finance minister onama bruchi so osan ho yade. Senka your health system no etimi edijuma aboa enka menye sure say abanyofo yi omo yare mpo a omo beka
na ma bro ni be yi enti no
but ohwe sika ya spend so far $108 million dollars. Yeah oral say ya hwere ewo omai mu a. Do you think our politicians have invested
and that is only on the spare parts bit?
Yeah.
The total expenditure or the total amount that oral for quote here is about $20 billion US dollars. So it's not small money. And when you look at that, when you compare that to our GDP, you realize that it's a greater part of our GDP. So it just tells you, how corruption is killing us in this country. And we keep running to the IMF every now and then. How much did the IMF give us? 3 billion.
3 billion.
3 billion.
And no crying in tranches.
Exactly. Exactly. But people have been able to sit down and supervise theft of over 20 billion US dollars. So when Akufo-Addo says that Yetisikaso, he didn't lie.
Yes, no Nimbioka.
Yetisikaso, we are rich. But enama bro, any bayi, ketasishani proyenti. You see what we are going through. That we still have to be chasing IMF for as little as 3 billion. 3 billion. And it's sad. That we find ourselves in this situation. And I tell young people that, look, when you sit back and you wear your political party jerseys and you decide to defend some of this rot, then you are not only doing the other people at the service, you are doing everybody in the country, including yourself at the service. You may think that you are supporting your political party, but you are doing a lot of the service to the country. Because let's think about the future of this country. For instance, you look at the amount of money that we even lost as with the ghost names in the NSS 4A. You look at the amount of money when it comes to ghost names and NSS for listening, then you realize that we are doing ourselves a great disservice in this country. That someone can sit down and compile names of people inside a list, knowing very well that they don't exist. Now we're creating it, and when you look at, you see, it's a cabal. And then
yes, because I've seen on social media, a brand TV or Kase or one a friend, will be friend and say or National Service Secretariat. Na opese or Buano no Nesika. Nediane say obe provide say or say
ID. Yes.
And then the Ghana card details.
It's a cabal. So when I see people putting the pictures of only the leaders there, I just laugh about it because you see, the CEO alone cannot do it. That's what you need to have. The CEO doesn't go and register people. Unregister. There are people that are responsible for registering the service personnel. So the activity starts from that point. Who inputs the data into the system? It starts from that point. Who does the verification of the people in the system? Who checks their Ghana cards? Who checks their student ID numbers? Who checks the schools that they attended? Who checks the e-switch registration? You see, no, I'm coming.
No, let me ask a question to help you. Minim say Ubeka say Ghana man penya BD His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Baumia.
Yes.
Maybe Beka say and they digita na ye kono. Boama ghost names are your our system no free.
Those names that's what That's what I'm saying. That you see, we can do all the digitalization we want, but don't forget that it is human beings who man these institutions, and it's human beings who control whatever happens on the back end. Technology biano our back end, and there's someone who is supposed to be seated at the back end to do the verification. And so on the face of it, you bet me can say, oh, yeah, digitalization, yeah, eliminate two ghost names, this is money now. But back end now, you want one and a control back end no. And if you follow NSS story now, UDS for appear by dispute. So they are not aware of one such student who has all of their names now on Mabono.
Okay. They
came out to dispute that there was no student like that. Even the ID number that they attributed to those students were wrong.
Yeah.
So clearly, somebody sat in his home or in his office and created those names and put them there. And every year, we're paying huge sums of money to these ghosts. And what hurts me the most is that ghosts no more national service, no musikama. It had to take a new government to come and pay 3 months allowance. Meanwhile, the ghosts were always receiving their allowances at the right time. Now, omo service na ankasa no more musikamba. I did my national service in 2019. I taught at Oyefa Presby GHS. It me do 4 months na allowance mba. 4 months na national service allowance mba. So imagine the people who travel from one village or from one town to another place to go and do their national service. We are paying them just 700 cedis. It's chicken change. It's money that people eat breakfast with. It doesn't do anything for service personnel. Because imagine say be away free tamale back. Me free tamale nam de back ra. My behind dying. They say a single room ukrano. Unkuta 800, 900 awunya. So your national service allowance does not even cater for your accommodation in the first place. Not to think of sobe faka. Ako pie juma. Eduani a obedi. Uyusu phone, udata. Obedi. So chale prepaid a obeto. Water bill a obetuya. You understand me? So the money in itself doesn't do anything for service personnel. But people are so heartless and wicked that they would still keep these monies from these people. When ordinarily we are supposed to be paying them to the extent that we still pack ghost names inside the service register. Why? What kind of greed is it? Look, when we fix the country and the country works for everybody, everybody benefits. Everybody would benefit. Nobody will come chasing you and begging you for money because you're a politician. Because the reason why the politicians will steal their excuse is that constituency for an boss. But I say that if you empower those boys, nobody would come chasing you for money again. So give them something to do. Not to go to your constituencies every weekend and go and be buying them bench and ludu and owari and then also an alcohol apata and the issue hamomo now to ludu ne dame ne amomo kwa na komo 20 10. It won't solve the problems of young people. That's not what we want. Young people want actual development. So if you develop young people, the country would progress and nobody will come chasing you for money. You understand? So the kind of wickedness, you know, that people exhibit, well, it's sickening. It's pathetic. It's sad. When some of us, and you would have us, our own young people, sit on social media and be defending these things.
That is the sad state of our country. Sika ye say oh maimu now he bosia ye kobo efiri amanonia na said ye Ghana man panyi dada His Excellency Nana Adodankwa Akufo-Addo eka ye no ampa oman ye tisika so now so me de make say yin yusu ni yi service for this amoji say 800 time me service near 120 Ghana cedis. But my phone lines, I a point of order. 0302243529 0302243547. Mr. Yenye Amanyosem and Sama Yede Atujay and Sama Karim Ebibimu Amayi. I'm Mr. Fred Nature Wadring Ewo. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Pacho Dini baby akase free.
Materiality kaseko roko.
Ya kawaya so mni yanko.
Makawaya na sundela na mamenche wa chese ya na niche ni yanko hao kusi. Ni suhu mogaji. Ayi ya muka na wo. Aya mo wa kakra. Ye hada disika. Ye se ye Ghana card. Nanka ye timayi. Sa ni pani ni na jina free. Ene nyamucheke na chese omo office wona kasa moti computer na chini omutu ifanya kwai viesika ya ye kwasia se de wo kan ya bapata da tolu yu okwa di TV boho ade nti na ya kasa sikarin kreti adwuma amayu aya me kasa bi wo si Ghana fo mpa adwuma na ya mo so so ra amache na se o faka fi abikuma ai fo ko kwa who said Ghana for Pajumaka, to ma, who beat the curve, the bassin, the Tibuka, and Canton, Pajumaya. And he said, you what was an Michigan United Bois, the Ghana of Queen. Yamame said, Papa, your mamma, Waba, those in the MPP. Your castle beat my Biano, maybe this on anything, no call on yet. May your cousin education now or can was the most way you review. Only knew to overthrow only in India or your Bebuano. It is all yet. Never buana, media meaning Yagimpia. Like this, so let it be so ordinary myself or Bashim. No, I didn't ye managina. Yes, sir. Onye Magana for Hontomo, no Toma, Ghana Nibia Batona, Mimi Baton. So Ghana Niba by a confoy, me, the buyer confoy. The mission made my family, I'm sure of Papa.
Yeah, Latricia, that's 0302243529 0302243547 0302243529 0302243547 Mr. Frey na insema ye dia to dwai adwintra wo fa ho no nso na wa me yate makase enye amanyosem point of order yura Karim medin sembibra to dwa said the wadwin esi eyo efa ho no na wa Frey na nso wa kire wadwin Karim mami bisa in all of these they bia mikase so man ebe ya ejina mi no so esan said ye dwen no sana amanyofo no nso efa ede ye omunwuma ede ni betimi aye ama ye man etimi etumpon na amanyofo no said omusi hu ye ne said ye omu eye maya omu filise ebeboa ye no omatimi atwe omu afri ho
said the medical kind no me say the leadership of any country is a reflection of the people of the country, and so say pese omani ye ya political class ordinary citizens. Let us start living the kind of life we want to see our leaders live. So issues of corruption. We will be a yamawe juma. Ewo ayi ministry and I mawa ban juma say ya. Usori anopa ko juma on time. Uko juma so ye juma esese wo ye. Juma yama say ye no ye. Obi bana se wo so ye de man anya fe na bebisa ne se fakakra to ansa mayama. So if we start living life like that, then of course the people at the top would realize that even the citizens themselves are clamoring for change. That's just one. Two, we must demand accountability from the people that we put in office. But Minya, how do you demand accountability if you don't even know what your rights are? And if you don't know what your responsibilities are as a citizen? So every citizen of Ghana, no, this is the time for you to study and know exactly what your rights are as a Ghanaian citizen. And would have expected that a body like NCC, are responsible for civic education, no, would do that. But if they are if they are not doing that, then I will say taking it up upon ourselves as citizens to do that civic education for ourselves. Let's understand what the laws of our country says, and let's know what our rights are, what our responsibilities are, and what privileges that we even get to enjoy as citizens, and live by those ones. Okay. Let's take active participation in the democratic process. Man, tinaho enkasa media NDC ni MPP infame ho media party bi obebe bia infame ho obua efa ho he MPP ba no mbedi nkwase asem ebe kan nyina NDC ba no mbedi nkwase asem ebe kan nyina. So irrespective of which political party is in power, no, whatever it is that they do, it affects all of us. So we must make it part and parcel of us as citizens to participate in the democratic process. So go out there and vote if you have to vote. Support a political party if you have to support a political party. I don't say that nobody is neutral. Me, I have a political party. You have a political party. Nobody is neutral. We can only be objective. We can only be patriotic. We can only be active citizens of our country. But I don't believe in neutrality. Neutrality is hypocrisy to me. So pick a side, pick an ideology that you believe in. But when it comes to the sole interest of the country, then you must hold it in high esteem. What is right, and what is wrong is wrong. We can't change it. You can't change white, you can't change black. If it's white, it's white. If it's black, it's black. So if you're a member of the NDC and the NDC is doing what is not right, you should be able to criticize your own party and say, hey, SMSC, this one, we don't think it is right to. Why did MPs come out to criticize Ken Ofori-Atta? They came out in their numbers to criticize Ken Ofori-Atta and ask that he should be removed from office. That is how we want the country to be run. Not because of anybody's personal or parochial interest, but because of the sole interest of the country. Some of us are concerned about the future of this country. Look at all of the countries that we started with. Look at Malaysia. Look at Singapore. They've all gone. They're way ahead of us. And we're going to be 68 years in March. 68 years after independence, no? Ghana from the country say, what is indeed there to show? Commodore Sudi Amanfo. Uko hospitals are a ma a woo of them. Beds in Niho, Unro Niho, health insurance in Yejuma Papa, schools under trees. Just say, look, our country is I don't, it's sad. Where we are going after 68 years of independence. So if we indeed want our country to develop, then it's time for us to speak up. And Goga said, yeah, you must be quiet demonstration in 2023. You hear demonstration, you pamo ye free jumem. Now you pamo ye free jumem. One more na any omuti office no mu didi atem. Say the more say mumbe ye jumamu sorry amusimu quiet demonstration. Abra demonstration aye quiet no. And ye me fee in quarantine me quiet demonstration. Ebi aname me nam hono kra no. Me de cause me a common name. Me free ha menya baby ada. Me free me kotena kemu to me ka kotena me fie. Mpese me ko vacation anya me ayama mpese me ko abrochire vacation am to me twa ticket ko abrochire vacation. Na way. No no a woni bi no nso e. No no otena edu asisu ade no nso e. No no a se ne yiri peso wo a age omo de no kotwa nsuo. Ansa ya konya chips company nkura mpendem ansa wotumi awon nso e. Wo mo ne ya adwen ho. Woman money nam kwan kodo money nam kwan wo so mu wo school esua de na so money nam kwan e papa windscreen so woman na ye dwen ho enye yenti adukonta ye dwen mo no se dachi nti wan dwen ho amma no anye yi dachi wutu ka mu twem a wo brani ska to ka mu twem wo ka so wi ska nti na wa ye yie na ye de sika na etu esi wo so na ye je. We don't want the country to get to that point. Okay. That is why we talk about some of these things. And yes, a time politician be yeah and town be you understand? Yeah. But we talk because we have an interest in what the country becomes. And we've seen countries that are towing this wrong path. We've seen how they've ended. And we don't want to get to this point. Okay. Appointment. Ministries, no offices. Think about the future of the country. Okay.
Thank you very much, Adams Karim. Abranti, a youth activist and a political analyst. He's very much passionate about this country. I know they were count or baby are ordinary Tibeto. Sebi Oma ho eme discount koto eduane. Sansona ekasi etu kwanya. Oh, see a bit ticket head ya call. No problem cry. But Sebi me no yeah ne yenya baby emfa 18 tono. Eduane cry yenya bindi no. Sebi yerenum kra eko awoswa. Hospital cry yenya bi enkono yenti ena obre but opese uhu abrante eye Adamsa na nsema okay opese unya bi etia from Monday to Friday ubehunu ewa Wezo TV. Karim Pacho, where's our TV time, eh?
7 a.m. to 10 a.m.
7 a.m. to 10 a.m.
Yes.
Okay.
Monday to Friday.
Monday to Friday.
Yes.
Okay.
Wezo Breakfast Cafe.
Oh, okay. Wezo Breakfast Cafe.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Until Monday, 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. Monday to Friday. Wezo TV. Wezo Breakfast Cafe. Who Abrante Karim Adams also. Karim, thank you very much for your time. God bless you for the love that you have for your country.
KFM. Ekwanso
Enterprise, to memory. What? I'm not TV.
Richard Boadi Asante. Today is your birthday. Happy birthday to you, my brother. Yanko Ponsha no ntin eni munchire o. Oma on free adumu kwa adumu. A very good evening to you, Mr. Patrick Oforiata. Daddy, I know you are doing the listening with your wife. And Mary Michiao Ura Patrick Oforiata. Yanko Ponsha no ntin eni munchire ate. Oma on free adumu kwa adumu. Oma on kwa hodin ewom. Daddy is over 70 years old. But Ube said they be not daddy on a not or quite sorry. Not all your exercise. Daddy, me banana bedin shiny biwate. or 70 the Bible kan was any payen ndu enfie eduoson ya kanin na emfaso Tinyankopon ehira no amo aduru sa enfie ya ose me bana mbeji nhira ni bi a very good evening to you once again, Mr. Patrick Oforiata. Enya keno Oforiata busu eni no. Aha mo amu bisa me debi. Din say. Ono ode Patrick Oforiata. Enye me wa mo nko ye ne se mkoji musika. Ghana sika ni ho. Ono ode Patrick Oforiata. Na we de keno Oforiata. Edi ne esekeke me di owusu nipa bebre di owusu enti me sure he no man ko he no why o man Ghana sika ni ne ho. Thank you very much, Daddy. Try no ache obi ama me why na ache ama me
Obentisa inimsa mini wa prapre mi ya mi refrigo iwo odon wa miwo enwa nekme enwa le
ojamu ho ya de adwuma ko sen ene ade ba kwa ya pa ni se wasifie no wasiesie mu na dako o da hwa na akronfo ebo ewra fie ho na de obre pe nyina amde be siba atamko ntiede oboka esifie na usiesie na oye ejapade egumu a ose utimi ebo ho ban United American from Magnum Security Force Company Eddie Amao Magnum Security Force Company Limited a company o my Ghana muase Essence Magnum Security Force and Penny 4 I dream on my Ghana Huntino I'm the Nyoma Bibri Abedra so bit me a boy I'm yet me about if you know a buying any a Japadian so and who buying Magnum Security says oh yeah mining company na ope enipa amoma bo ban amawa bo maso ya ometimi aboa o Sanso na yemfan say oba despite media hase ya yo amanfo a omo ebo ban wa ha Magnum Security se men control say sana wadwuma na wabie no wankasa wo private security omo hia training oto onsa efro mo betimi aba abetraining security for no e de amount your friend close quarter protection no and e ube hu celebrity see na software omo nam no mo kodwumadi a wo se mrantie bi omo beti kati omo share suit kama omo we dark ya omo bo nipa no ho ban eno omo timi eye bi Afe you pese oye CCTV installation. Ana impo opese yede kraman ebo ho ban. Ana ofie no opese yebo ho ban ya kraman nyina yede ebeka ho ama ho. Nyina omotimi eye. Omotimi ye electronic alarm systems and so etimi edema ho. So and a vehicle and asset tracking. Car na utim no the akronfoje car na so men control so betimi aye electronic tracking ama yeah ne car no say obimpo etu na woni mo a na the car no esuma obi a betimi ehun bebi aka no enenam nyina amosi men bisa say obi impo na pesa o ye nhwehwemu efa ne ho ya nipa no ohun yeah friend undercover background investigation no Magnum Security so betimi aye wenyina bi e de amount airline aviation amuhia bambo so betimi aboa o after construction site hotels and hospitality centers hospitals retail and shopping centers private residences and as educational institutions Magnum Security so control so betimi aboa o bro mo provide security amount Magnum Security Simen Control Sefre 0508 983858 and I said 0249 455338 0249 455338
One way they do me winchy, she they do like patience so wale color. Get in my room make you la down. Body they move like a
Magnum Security say friend no muntimi wow. Me try me hu sima me ba me de bless the mic no ebeto aso.
They make you post for my canon. Love where they boost in my iron.
Kwame, me ya umwao. Me ba penyi no kane no ni made pa. Na so na se bua no obon. Me dwene ho amenti ase.
Na so we dey simple kra. Fa no ko White Stone Dental and Eye Care. Na yen checking anima no.
Oh, jai samani abrewate. Me ba bona me ka asma chwas me fa ne ko Eye Care clinic.
Na wonnim se enkwada bi wono mo a. Wo de sua enko yie nyina no efi wani. Akwada bi wo a abra teacher ni kira de no. Won hu ade ni yi. So wo tie anima na so wo tie akire. E ba ne sa. Fa no bra White Stone Dental and Eye Care. Nye nhwehwemu mfa ne ni no. Oha bia entam so yewe ne asia no ama no.
Ayampa o. Na sekro ne yade no eba emonka ye. Wadwe yo se bibia ye fine. Wo be ko na bibia ka echi na wani sei. Na sekro masate se wono momoja broso ne esiche yade no. Aya na momoni yade pa.
Sa pepepe. Onipa bia kra no afimu wan kwa check up e wani ho kra no. Enye mprenu. White Stone Dental and Eye Clinic say fa wono wabusu anyina. Ebra ne enye hwehwemu emfa mani ene mo se ho. Oha bia no ye behwe ne asia no e de amamo. Ye wo abafu mfidie ultra modern diagnostic machines ahodo a ye de yesa nhwehmu no. Ye dwuma efon so de. Wani wote enti ba ye beje o fel so. White Stone Dental and Eye Care e wo East Legon. Ye be MTN office kese no. Free was 024 225 1983 and 024 045 2992. White Stone Dental and Eye Care. Wenni eno kania.
Nobody knows tomorrow, so if you're not prepared, anything can happen, no. But there is someone who cares. I know. So let's be safety and I look young and empty and move powerful and dial star 296 from the cover and no cover. Life is always sometimes, but there is someone who cares. I know we did for you, your family. I know if you did with us, then don't worry.
Na ade nante mu star bia aba foforo no ana na wo nante ana wa che wo sisi wo sugar Se wonni me yare ne na me nipadua mu a enka wie wonya me wrofo kra.
Oh, sorry. Ya ready and fancy nipa.
Menim ene tie me yare ankasa. Oh, kakra na nansi ache me. Me chinka sei asemu bu.
Ade wonni Lawson herbal mixture e wo fie.
Lawson herbal mixture. Ene ewu adwuma ye pa. If you say, Semi malaria ne kan me ho a.
A chinje sei na Lawson herbal mixture so edisun kunim no. Honam ya pa. We bo ho bia umia no kra wonte hwe enso akire no. Na ye no ya afe malaria koko afitikrom amane hunu. Wo po so ta ye wo ya. Ade en.
Eya na mentini mu ta hwe me pa na ase de emikoto dwan hunu bi sa.
Me so de bancha bobo nwumu a. Lawson herbal mixture e betene tama ho ato kra.
Ene ye se Lawson herbal mixture ma me hoto me dia. Meda was na we no enye sika na me beda wase.
Oh, let us in kind.
Wo no.
Ha, what triple me nya. Me ko pedia bros sia. Our pharmacy chemical na herbal shop bia be me.
Fair 0248 619 999
and then 0242 133 577. Lawson herbal mixture there. And ho na ase in kind.
The other day, I visited Kweku at his spunky new office to congratulate him on opening his business. And man, was I impressed. The business is just moving quick. The sales, customers, everything is just working seamlessly. The secret? He said,
it's MTN Business Broadband. In this fast-paced environment, we need fast and reliable internet to support all business types. No laggy online meetings, great download and upload speeds, impeccable business management systems, all inclusive. I mean, you can have it all.
Shout! I signed on immediately.
To enable your business stay ahead and stay connected, make sure you're signed on to the best internet made just for businesses. MTN Business Broadband. Sign up today on broadband.mtn.com.gh and manage your account on my MTN app. Call 0244 308 111 for more information. We are good together everywhere you go.
It is time again for the biggest Roots Reggae Festival in Africa, Kutoko Roots Festival. And coming all the way from Kingston, Jamaica, is Culture featuring Kenyatta Hill, alongside Dwayne Stevenson from Augustown. And of course, one George Nooks with all power. All the way from Ghana is your Kutoko Roots Master, Black Rasta. Many more artists passing through non-stop. Saturday, 8th March 2025. Venue, La Pleasure Beach, Accra. Time, 12 noon till you drop. Rate, 50 Ghana cedis only. And as usual, there will be free cocoa, kulikuli, kose, and masa to break your fast and to put you in the spiritual mood. For more information, you contact 0244 499 461. Powered by Black and Tough and supported by National Youth Authority. Media partners, Peace FM, Needs FM, OK FM, UTV.
Okay, FM 101.7.
He's here, Uncle.
Oh, you man, look at you, all grown up, innit? So good to see you, fam. I miss you so much. So good to be back home, bruv, innit? I can see a lot has changed, mate. Home sweet home, innit?
Sit down and let me serve you something delicious.
The food is looking good, fam.
Of course, some things never change. Just like how Gino tomato mix still gives my food that rich color and unique natural taste every time.
Hey, sister, Papupun Sanwan Kasa. Just like I remember. Inquire, Jollof Nidia, Jaika, a yet Danka Sankasa.
Hey, and Tidrena Nama Ukasana Sisa Sisi.
Say Gino, dear, if you.
This advert is FDA approved.
Best point savings and loans to scheme no boama ejumaifu siesi kakra. Edunya dwetire kese e wo dada anana wotwe kese edwumedie mu. Ye ejumaifu ayatete omo beba beji usika no. Asem den say, susu a wotunti, wutimi gibusia mo ho prensa. Ensi ho ne wo fom na eye kokko kra se obenya bosia free yen ho. Koyen branch bia ben wo na kwaje wo de. Best point savings and loans. Your dream, our business.
Best point savings and loans.
Into what year? The piano will mean your phone. Aden, omutua okana.
Ani oma. Se me koso wa yusu me MTN no na me nya points no more. Na me to me the points ni nya airtime, data, ne discounts for shops, any restaurants.
Hey, into waiting na de bia eye mu phones no na mu kan kire yen. Ama yenso ya enjoy bi.
Oh man.
We dey kill you with enjoyment. Yeah, the MTN rewards. Koswa kasa, test it. Now browse the morning the biada, not 2 points. I don't know who the bet you are chedian. Yeah, so and then yeah, the checkwa. A chedian price area. And for so be free. And one so be dialing *550 hash. Now what your reward to see Joe Yanko everywhere you go.
What's in your MTN so?
Okay, that's 101.7.
OKFM 101.7.
Fire! Fuego! 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 Fire! Fuego! Fuego! Fire! Loose! Fuego! Fire! Fuego! Fire! Fuego! Fire! Come out! Loose! Loose! Fuego! Fire! Fire! Fuego! Fire! Fuego! Fire! Come out! Go! Fire! Fuego! Fuego! Fire!
OKFM.
Fire! Come out! Loose! Fuego! Come out! Come out! Come out! Fuego! Fuego! Now! Go! Fuego! Fire! Fuego! Fire! Fuego! Fire! Devils! Go! Demons! Come out! Devils! Flee! Altars! Catch fire! Fuego! Fire! Fuego! Fire! Fuego! Fire!
But who shall abide the day of his coming? Who shall stand when he appears? For he is like a refiner's fire, and like the laundryman's detergent. And he shall sit as a refiner, and a purifier of silver. And he shall purify the sons of Levi, and shall purge them as gold and silver, that they may offer unto the Elohim an offering in honor and purity. O Lord, show me your ways. Teach me your paths and lead me your deeds.
I'm at the point in life, if you understand me or not, misunderstand me or not, me, I'm okay. I'm okay. And if you think I'm wrong or not, long as it's what I want, me, I'm okay. I'm okay. Cause who are you to judge me like say you be holy past? And they love my life, get my peace of mind, that I try survive. We all be sinners, my body, nobody holy bad.
Seated in the studio with me, it's Kojo Option.
I be like Terminator, I did deliver, I pass it up time. I be like Terminator,
OKFM 101.7.
pass it up time. I be like Terminator, I did deliver, I pass it up time. I be like Terminator, I did deliver, I pass it up time.
Kojo Option is a talented Afrobeat artist and high life artist.
Only care for stunting, I only care for money. I never care for perfect. As long as I'm happy, you see me, I know for certain, know me.
Another Konongo Zongo in the making.
6 years, no be small thing. And since I entered the game, fatality. Yeah, troubled days, sleepless nights, things I see inside life. I do catch a little things I see. No, they live to impress nobody.
Specializing in love songs, Kojo Option has released several captivating tracks, including Be Mine, Surrender, Odo, Time No Day, Chance and Fremi. His music speaks of love, passion, and life realities, connecting with fans on a personal level. With a distinctive style that blends rich African rhythms with contemporary sound, Kojo Option continues to carve a spot in the music industry, winning hearts with every release. His journey is one of resilience, creativity, and a deep love for music. Kojo Option is the one joining me today on the Bless the Mic section of Ekwanso Dwoodwoo. But Bless the Mic, MTN phone as well as a day, bro. And MTN see me beside say office nothing I will be. We a young person, I feel now person ubi a juma. And into Wakoji office kit webi. But up say office no a abefo. MTN Simin Control say bra omasu ye. Na omuntimi MWOW. We provided with 4G router. Yeah, our 10 gig data free. I'm sign by Microsoft Office 365. A genuine Microsoft application. And that's what Marco 5 free baby no day mount. I'm seeing baby. I'm also a personal website and so make creative amount. Na ode aboa ama business no etimi akonkan. And they unim say find the first I'm seeing baby. The MTN Simin Control say office no most set on Bema call center. Yeah, obenya all your conferencing needs. I'm also winning now on the amount a very good deal you don't want to make. MTN Simin Control say for 100 to enable you stay ahead of competition. Just call 100. That's a 0244 308111. I'm gonna say for 100, and that's a 0244 308111. And I say visit mtn.com.gh/business. mtn.com.gh/business. MTN terms and conditions apply. I'm seeing baby. I'm seeing baby. Kojo Option is another Kononguzongo star. Meka Kononguzongo who de me patre. Kononguzongo born Black Sheriff. And then we have Kojo Option. I'm in studio too, I mean Kojo Kodin Komokakra. I mean Bizan say Ebane say no then Hokra era enum to mo. All right, Kojo Mwakwaba.
Mejoso bosu.
Apomia dear.
Pacho bibia fine also.
Namia dom boko. Kojo obetimi aka bibi kakra che ye ka Kojo Option or ye hwan e na oye.
Okay. You can't Kojo Option. Kojo Option a great musician.
Okay.
Yeah. And a Kojo no say and name cradin. And an option.
Okay.
Yeah. And an option also a on some was perception we him say one day Ghana for no other option to listen to Kojo.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that's so Kojo Option.
I don't wanna miss you, baby.
But me who said you were born and raised in Kononguzongo? Hey, Konongo, ya waze.
Oh, Kofo Bego.
Yes,
stars and Kwa. Konongo de. Wow, her black was.
Yes, into American because Kononguzongo na Black Sheriff everybody. and as so your hot kojo option.
Yeah, so you're back gidi. You di Japan by Japan.
But why Afrobeat music? Why this style love songs? Because when him say Black Sherif there, the style or the buyer. When him say Ebianka unsu free konongo zongwe, council be my another back-to-back Black Sherif style of music. But them say all the end day very unique love songs. How and why?
Oh, okay. Also, in music, we have different kind of genres. Yeah. Also, Afrobeat, your high life, your trap music, your rap. So, and Ubia also the baby are fit. And genres and what do we bring? So, Ubia what they are good. Ubia on the field. Into about me, I from Kojo option. Me field pine Afrobeat and high life.
But what inspired you? What inspired you to do Afrobeat and high life?
Okay. First of all, make us say passion, passion in the kind, because passion man there now with me any time with ease, and also different kind of artists like woman impact to say Daddy Lumba, old G's yeah, almost a big inspiration, mommy. Yeah, for the love of the music, in a big inspiration, mommy.
Yeah. We released several tracks, Be Mine, Surrender, Odo, Time No Day, Chance, Frame. And Numa we release a mabubo so yin na mu de pa na wo eche wakoma.
Nina me da. Nina che makoma. Because once me na me tre in before say be back out.
Oh, one outro ade.
Oh yeah.
We nye the obi atro ma and obeto.
Oh debi. Nina Numa me ankasa no. Me free my.
So where do you get your inspiration from? Where then account maybe I'll get be a jaw and I say yes, obi o ha. The guy be John no kotina be not woody and you na ba be on so and your man inspiration number. Where do you get your inspiration from?
Okay, talking about inspiration, if we baby or shall I say ubia say the ubia once ubia girl. What I say, and you be a crowd majority no girls and I will be on a partner. What I say, so inspirations, you're tying free maybe a couple. What I say, more go through BB and any kind of experience in relationships, and also like the Ekwanso, and they be ones who are a real thing. I happen near the idea they are forming
a bit to say the
oh, so say ubia e je ubia da.
But so there be.
Ya je ubia da. Boss, ya je ubia da.
Enti enuma me boss yi emu de hen na o life story bibi na to and I'll account out the throne.
Oh, boss, so na make na I say life no so ka ho. And na ubia so, yeah, we see ya jaw da. No so ya me da what I say. Ubia ya je ubia da the experience no the train so. It's experience and the unya fi be one him say na make no.
Yeah,
especially first love no. We den you be true up na.
Okay, the menko campus me who and crawl be mine and say surrender now or door and our time no day and our chan now frame it. Person who says I'm you
also no also we can be some American like inspirations in from baby brain maybe a line be woman am dey me their from back.
Okay,
yeah, I say me their putum back, me their chin back. Na ba unhu because me ntimi and based on sa de na nkasa to pick life experiences na based on also feelings and they will go through now the one life behind they be from na mad na
okay nice. We share on my Ghana mo say and I say Africa and rich style of music acquire your fast your rhythm I'm among for other countries crowd it me be sua at the core how are you blending the two with your style of music so that you'll be able to show I mean him say your ultimate aim is to be up there. Now, man, for whom we are saying, "Fanena or be a better on kojo option." How are you able to blend it to suit your style and probably for those outside that they can really resonate with your music?
Okay. First of all, make us say, I say English, global language. Yeah. I can also be a better say. Yeah. It's the first. I know na be me big on, and also no say call international base na. Oh, check here. I want to say Afrobeat. The kind of songs I type on, I sell high, Afrobeat. Into before say be I fan say onion ba Kwame Owusu be and say be I fan say be blend ya maybe no so bit ma tra aqua international and global. no I say with me a combining you might be brave boom to say first of all maybe like language or to say English and also oh yeah dynamic as in say oh yeah genus like more maybe to say be a piano bar or be join it maybe to say Afrobeat bar or be join it maybe to say also high life in the idea until what the blend there and also to me my globally and I say we be my international because on say language and then how our style yeah and also be to my sell yeah then I international.
Okay. Your option is seated right here with me. I don't know I'm in a treating common. I just want to say Kojo option is maybe a lover boy. Because Ocean is style of music. He's into love music.
I just want someone day by me. Ooh, I want someone stay by me. Hey, hey, honey, I the popo. I wanna hear your voice talk. Shawty, don't try to hang up. I wanna show you great love. Hey, hey, honey, I the coco. I wanna hear your voice talk. Shawty, don't try to hang up. I wanna show you great love. I go kill myself, yeah. If I say somebody I swear.
This is Be Mine from Kojo option.
Please just tell me, say you be mine. I want you be mine. Ooh, 1, 2, 1.
Well, I can say the young man is really talented. Mantin and Kanam Tin, you will say, ball, baby. I can't come the best artist for
I don't know what to still be you. 3, 4.
I heard I'm the artist, be me a show soon, Matis Kwame Owusu. Because he sings so much like the artist.
I don't want nobody. Obscene, baby. Me no go give up, tell them all. You go hustle to make it, yeah, bunny, hoping that time I'm in the bunny, bro, bro. Not be my fault, money no dent to me, come on to my son. I am on to my son. Never see a blow, time no do. Yeah, money, oh, time no do. I get you, I can't say time no do. You don't want to do, time no do. Never see a blow, time no do. Yeah, money, oh, time.
This is Time No Day from Kojo option.
Time no do, yeah.
But Kojo Mamin Bissau, I'm sure say and you to a kuku here say womb you are faced with challenges, but you still want to strive on. How are you able to manage, cope, and blend all these challenges with your music?
Oh, okay. Music and the truly like challenges be bring the womb. Be bring
Gobeko studio recording.
Yeah. Because one say like and you know ABN fan say. Obit my planet to see be a new winner. I was saying me go hard on into bit my I make plans for like big plans for a particular kind of song. So, but maybe what the banner how I now pen on and how I would the energy around no crown and the kosa.
Okay.
You see, on say all these things, like my energy towards and you now cry there. It's me echo form. What I say, and also you see music music journey a process and say they be criticize or what I say in so many ways. But we be to criticize in a way a bit my affect more. But in nice who say in a process. One from my own to me man be like tough.
Okay.
So nina kajuma like me who say a process and I can Matthias say a can
okay.
In Tebeba although you nipa be feel it some way. But yeah they are so to me movie because so that's when to man make here you need evidence be a say or try it. So, Nina so make it.
Yes. Yeah. Me who saw the new one about My Baby.
Yeah, My Baby.
Oh, okay. Then it brings me back to my question. Then I can't why I'm out try My Baby.
Yeah. My Baby. Sana me di kan kind na obi a baby. Yeah, obi a baby. Yeah, it obi a baby ne dey. Once o baby dey dey o do no. And e wonyo ma bebre a obi catch no. It's a work say it talks about compliments. As all compliment to baby.
Okay.
It's a normal vibe will be a bit in my idea.
Okay.
And also vast day no cry by crown. It is anyway cry. Let's not solve the issues in the
All right, DJ Fletch, give me my baby and let's go.
You for know, say I love you, that you should know. Hey, run me bo, and I tell you don't make it wo.
Here's a new one from Kojo Option.
Hey, run me do, it's better than mommy you're dead. You dey give me the come shake it.
The title is My Baby.
You might take it now, we never meet them. You dey give me the
could you sing for me?
You might get it now, we never meet them. My baby, why you there? Me say them gonna would ya? My baby, why you there? Me say them gonna would ya? When you magumma muhimma, the bawonyom panana. My lover, my friend, na. Hey, now me say one gwa. I could do everything for you, baby. One gwa. You dey give me the care. I'm sick, you put it like that. Now my kids get now we at the bomb it down. You dey give me the care. I'm sick, you put it like that. Now my kids get now we at the bomb it down. My baby, why you there? Me say them gonna would ya? My baby, why you there? Me say them gonna would ya?
This is a brand new one from Kojo Option. The title is My Baby. But Kojo Mami Bisao, who artists be who onimu?
Artists I mean who?
Yes, any artists?
Na me ani Kojo Option. So me who artists be.
Who's that? Obi Oha or you? I take inspiration from Sarkodie. I take inspiration from King Promise. I take another bisa say who artists be Oha because honestly, said him can kind of say me minimo and I'm not telling you more baby no bidi can be samia. Like I say, I knew them say King Promise. That's what I say. Need to bisa say. Do you have any artists that you take inspiration from?
And me taking inspiration from a lot of artists.
Okay.
Yeah, because on the music cannot blend there. Emma was down here like unique. And you know, on the BBA baby can and like yes, the last go for like ye they go for from some baby. So you know, on the I will say Usia there as an artist, as Usia there and with me who you may be and go for be with me blended and also there was style can home. Nema we unique. Yeah.
But Osha music scene now, there are so many big artists. How do you see yourself penetrating in this industry?
Okay, beginning like I say, all the music in the better in any sense nothing. Because like you were ups and downs in your maybe but we only say a time. Yeah. Because be okay, and you're okay, I mean say you end no. Into end and be okay. Into the end na and I they change she. Into nya okay I say nya end before say be end na okay. Into ni na like more some big inspirations be like more and go for be so mama some kind of motivation because untimi untimi share them nya de because one how be jai. Oh yeah, obi jai. And yes, ultimate some kind of motivation be so obi timi ada.
But in Pempi, you know, artists I are not there about a hamo funding. How will be our manage you? Do you have support from anywhere? And Angaza one away are there?
Oh no, more support free would be like a particular person.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll support me music like career.
Okay.
Yeah, very well.
Okay.
Yeah, so imagine we akonya we so cry than us.
Yeah.
Mr. Jeff.
Okay.
Yeah, Mr. Jeff. Me than us pa because on na asumi mu. Because that time no na hope ni baby ah. And Mr. Jeff need to me buy. Yeah, maybe them friend age.
Okay.
Yeah, the Dianka say Mr. Jeff. On the buy ever support me because that time no. Like na nyoma mo ayemre. So nti me da seda kese pa ama no. And I'm coupons you shano. Na me say den still na end na na ehwe.
Okay.
So nyoma be okay.
Okay.
My baby, why you care?
Brand new one from Kojo Option. My baby. AJ, could you say and that's a man why? And away to me, Abuano didn't do baby. I would do it. And that boy for na. But Odi, when you're GD or Num to moon. But Odu Sika, no one who are in Unyansa and no name dear. And I Abuano said a bear, Num to moon, obey me, a conkai. Yankupon Sha, why? You said Kojo Odura Nire in few. Kojo Wambisa, a new song here by Seno Mosia Somafa.
Oh, Bibia Koso Kama. Bibia Koso Kama. Before say Bia Obi say like Koso no. Also progress the progress and punches say Bibi boom. So now when you better now that by a step. One step at a time. Because when you say Ibia fan say nipa be say Ibia 1,080 onyom. Now even ochna be 1,001 when you say when you say progress is because say the bia who raise will ban higher. And the bia who say koso. But also will live within your means.
Okay.
And nina effort.
Okay.
The more now put in much effort, the more now obey baby up so kono. So me who say yeah me koso. Me progress it because then you say I'm tea.
Oh, okay.
It's my baby dream say I progress.
All right.
So my when you say progress, it means me set a bus higher.
Higher, yeah.
So I think say BBI okay.
Okay. Yeah. So what are your next projects? Again, that one needs to say that you person we assign can we home. Are you working on new projects or person new be collaborations, artists? I'm sure it's like a you are building an album. What are your plans for the future?
Boss, and your man did be quick. Yeah, because I make a can I did sign. It's me who say more plans. More plans for the team. And team also want more plans.
Okay.
But didn't I hear Yakopon? So Bibia Mudi Yakopon I didn't be the kind. Because yeah, they better have a plans on but Nina Yakopon never more because Bible no cracker say upon corner day we see more than soon couldn't be yeah.
But do you have any artists you want to have a collaboration with?
Oh, right now the artists they all team collaborating with will be a good. But right now they may build on myself.
Okay. Yeah. All right. That is Kojo option for you. Okaya ehme there. Set ninyum to muno na ni da so any erade. Say upon corner there is see ma okono. Nanso nkunimdie every erade ho. I could do everything for you. Baby, there's a brand new one from Kojo Option. My baby. Listen to it, Kakrawai.
OKFM 101.7.
You dey give me a dick, come shake your booty like that. You might get it now, we never meet them. You dey give me a dick, come shake your booty like that. You might get it now, we never meet them. My baby, why you care? Say them guana, my baby, why you care? Say them guana, makuma muhima mama wonyom panana my lover me from na hey I'm say one I could do everything for you baby one you dey give me a ticket I'm shaking you put it like that I'm take it now we end it down you dey give me a ticket I'm shaking you put it like that I'm take it now we end it down
but kojo say ye pe unumi bia e wo hefa
yeah me social media platforms and digital streaming platforms no
okay
in kojo option KOJOOPTION
KO
yeah kojo ne KO
okay
JO
okay
and option here OPTION.
Oh, okay. The normal option.
Yeah,
Kojo KO.
Yeah,
okay.
JO.
Okay. Or social media platform.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
But streaming platforms so infani be who be.
Yeah, ni na Kojo option.
No, make a streaming platform to say
like, yeah, with Apple Music.
Apple Music.
Baby, like baby.
Okay.
Baby.
Okay. Okay. All right. And we find out where's Kojo.
Okay, right now no. The person can say first of all me de asedake sie be ma Mr. J for you.
Okay.
Because me kai enyo no a baby amadri. Enti de me kan se yakopon hira no. No mfa ni si baby yi. Pa if you say when yagide omo yakopon so be hira no pa na on kan hu say end ne de enya nduru yi. Si nduru de enye end no ye end pe ase se ye duru. Enti de onya gidi e wo mi mo. Na yakopon so be ye de e be hye ne ho ni monyam. Eni biom so obi a o support Kojo option bia no. Yakopon hira no. No kan hu say ye ba ye di janeba. Zie ne I say this way the here in so hye no. And the biom so ase de kese enko me team no billion and also one sem and obi biara o put it on bia to say football cool mo ne Mr. Wulane de ka ho nkofo bebre ye ka say bobodi a enya ne ti ye de obi biara se na o mo keep streaming Kojo option na ye de on beti enka big time.
Thank you very much, Kojo Option. He's out with a brand new one, and the title is My Baby. As on all the social media platforms, Kojo Option.
I love you.
And all the streaming platforms, Audiomack, Apple Music.
You give me come shake your booty like that. You might take it now, we never you give me come shake your booty like that. You might take it now, we never my baby, why you care? Second one,
And Chebeko.
My lover, me from hey, I'm say one I could do everything for you, baby one
and Chebeko Peace 104.3. Niakofa Kanka Sebone Ede Abreu. But Unimsa Shanto region and then no more Council of State election. I'm in crying and say Ura Obimpe. Chairman Obimpe na Sabri Omato aba eyino. Minim say copies kasebono obetini nyina ho. But in the meantime, Maminda Mabuafo ase Dr. Abiku Agri Santana, Dr. Father Dixon na Lawyer Kennedy Asantio say the producer Godwin and DJ on duty stylish DJ Fletch and Benji social media administrator OKFM. Sampany Fuina and Yumre anase ewie Ekwanso Dwoodwoo Omoso masana mede ebro ye frame Kwame Owusu edue mi se one team can be ma ɔdomdom yɛ na ɔkyena yɛbɛhyia. But in the meantime, yɛnkɔ Peace 104.3. Yɛnkɔ fa akankase ɛbɔ no ɛmfa ɛmbrɛw wo.